Hi, beautiful beings. Very important video for anyone that's been dealing with, living with the disorders of ADHD, ADD, autistic spectrum, dyslexia, all of it. Okay. Here is an invitation to consider something very essential for your transformation, for you harnessing back the whole power that you thought is a disorder, but actually there is a potent potential genius in there, right? So let's consider we have lived in an inverted matrix, correct? And everything outside of the norm up until now, yeah, was labeled too much, too distracted, too what? Too different. So what we did, we really neatly categorized, correct? Made them manageable and controllable, yeah? And all of these labels made those people a little more acceptable. We know you who you are, we know you're here, we know you're off, correct? Yet, an invitation to see yourself as what if the very thing that you were taught to manage, to control, yeah, or to minimize your value through this label, correct, is actually a thing that came here to evolve reality. What if? Okay. What if the linear mind, so neurotypicals, right? I'm speaking so much to teachers, mothers, and fathers, and I work with kids. And between three, I see how hugely the old systems, like, cannot fit these beautiful, amazing, right? Holy souls within this design. Our earth is evolving very fast. The energy shifted a whole octave up. Beautiful beings that coming in now, little kids, are not going to fit in our old framework. No ways. Okay? So systems, gotta understand that systems don't evolve through the norm. They evolve only through the anomalies. Okay? Through people that don't fit, don't settle, question everything that the others don't question, correct? And they detect patterns that others don't see. And their own typical mind is beautiful and it's needed as well. It stabilizes, it maintains, yeah, the system, the structure, and repeats what works for now. Yeah. Yet if we all are neurotypical, evolution would never happen. Yeah. The system would preserve exactly the same and probably eat itself from the downside, from the inside. So that's where the others come in. The ones who think in spirals, not lines. The ones who question everything that others accept. The ones who see the connections that nobody taught them to see. They are inconvenient to the structure. They're impossible to standardize, right? Or to control. So again, yeah, the family, the school system, the education system, the teacher, will have more issues with the kid and will label them. Yeah. And then we as adults, we take that label onto us. And everyone was labeled not because they were broken, because they were disrupted to what? Predictability. System wants to predict everything. And think about psychology. Was it really to support us there and to deeply understand us there? Or was it really to compartmentalize us? Yeah. The psychology turned difference into what? A disorder. Made an anomaly feel like an error. How many of you felt like an error? How many kids of ours feel like an error? Here's the reframe for New Earth. The system needs both stabilizers and disruptors, structure and evolution. Without the stabilizers, chaos. Without the anomalies, stagnation. No expansion, no growth. So no, you're not too much. You've never been. You're maybe faster than linear system. You may be wider in your perspective than the narrow frameworks that you were born into. You might be feeling deeper than the surface level processing. Again, if you're felt like you need to shrink, like you need to shrink your loved one or your kid, that ain't the design. And the future does not belong to one type of mind. It belongs to the ones that can lead themselves, that can hold the structure, stabilize it, and question it. Yeah. That can build a system and update it and upgrade it. Yeah. So from now on, if anyone, you, your loved ones, has that label, instead, what's wrong with me? You say, what am I seeing that the system is not able to hold yet? What am I feeling? Yeah. What is my kid feeling that our others cannot pick up on yet? And maybe, just maybe, again, invitation to consider the thing that you were taught so deeply to, again, to manage, to be ashamed of. Yeah. To feel inadequacy from this label. What if they are all here precisely in the perfect timing, came here to evolve this reality? What if you are the lighthouse of this new earth and believer, and so it is, and so be? Fall in love with your flaws. They're not flaws, they're potent potential of genius.